Welcome to the Winbert Foundation Digital Inclusion Program. A well-managed budget is one of the strongest indicators of project success. Building on the fundamentals of project budgeting, this course explores more advanced budgeting concepts based on the principles of the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition. It focuses on how project managers develop realistic budgets, monitor financial performance, manage cost changes, and ensure that project resources are used efficiently throughout the project life cycle. In this course, Project Management Foundations, Budget Part 2, you will learn practical techniques for tracking project expenditures, forecasting future costs, and making informed financial decisions that support project objectives while delivering value to stakeholders. You will also develop a stronger understanding of how effective budget management contributes to successful project delivery. By the end of this course, you would be able to explain the importance of budget monitoring and control throughout the project life cycle, apply appropriate cost estimation and budgeting techniques to support effective project planning, monitor project expenditures and compare actual costs against the approved budget, identify and analyze budget variances and recommend appropriate corrective actions, understand the role of forecasting and cost performance measurement in project success, manage budget changes using effective change control processes, communicate budget performance clearly to stakeholders through financial reports and project updates, apply PMBOK registered principles to maintain financial accountability while maximizing project value. Module 1. The importance of budget monitoring and control throughout the project life cycle. Budget monitoring and control are essential components of successful project management. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, project success is measured not only by completing the project on time, but also by delivering the expected value while managing costs effectively. A project budget serves as the financial roadmap that guides spending throughout the project. However, preparing a budget alone is not enough. Project managers must continuously monitor and control the budget from project initiation to project closure to ensure that resources are used efficiently and project objectives are achieved without unnecessary financial waste. Budget monitoring is the continuous process of tracking project expenditures and comparing actual costs against the approved budget. Budget control, on the other hand, involves taking corrective actions whenever spending begins to deviate from the approved financial plan. Together, these processes enable project managers to identify cost overruns early, investigate their causes, and implement solutions before they become major problems. Continuous monitoring also improves transparency and accountability, giving sponsors and stakeholders confidence that project funds are being managed responsibly. Effective budget monitoring supports informed decision-making throughout the project life cycle. During project execution, unexpected events such as inflation, supply shortages, changes in client requirements, or delays from suppliers may increase project costs. Without regular budget reviews, these issues may remain unnoticed until the project has exhausted its allocated funds. By monitoring financial performance regularly, project managers can adjust resource allocation, negotiate with suppliers, revise schedules, or seek approval for justified budget changes while minimizing the impact on project outcomes. The PMBOK Registered Guide emphasizes the importance of measuring project performance using reliable data. Comparing planned costs with actual costs helps determine whether the project is financially healthy. When significant variances occur, project managers perform root cause analysis to understand why costs differ from expectations. Corrective actions may include reducing unnecessary expenses, improving resource utilization, modifying project scope through formal change control, or revising forecasts to reflect current project realities. These actions help keep the project aligned with its approved business objectives. Budget monitoring also strengthens stakeholder communication. Regular financial reports provide sponsors, clients, and management with accurate information about how project funds are being spent. Transparent reporting builds trust and enables stakeholders to make timely decisions regarding additional funding, scope adjustments, or project priorities. Consistent communication reduces misunderstandings and ensures that financial risks are addressed collaboratively before they escalate into serious issues. For example, imagine a construction company building a community health center with an approved budget of $150 million. Midway through the project, the price of cement and steel increases significantly due to market conditions. Because the project manager conducts monthly budget reviews, the increase is detected early. The manager works with suppliers to negotiate better prices, adjusts procurement schedules, and submits a formal request for limited budget adjustments where necessary. As a result, the project is completed successfully with only a minor increase in cost, rather than facing major delays or abandonment due to uncontrolled spending. Another example is a software development company creating a mobile banking application. During testing, additional cybersecurity requirements are introduced to meet new regulatory standards. Budget monitoring reveals that the additional work will increase project costs. The project manager presents the financial impact to stakeholders, obtains approval through the change control process, and updates the budget accordingly. This proactive approach allows the project to deliver a secure, compliant product without unexpected financial surprises. Ultimately, budget monitoring and control are continuous responsibilities that extend across every phase of the project lifecycle. They help project managers protect project investments, maximize value, improve accountability, manage risks, and increase the likelihood of delivering projects successfully within approved financial limits. Organizations that consistently practice effective budget monitoring are better positioned to achieve strategic objectives and maintain stakeholder confidence. Module 2. How to apply appropriate cost estimation and budgeting techniques to support effective project planning. Accurate cost estimation and effective budgeting are fundamental to successful project planning. The PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, emphasizes that project managers should adopt a value-driven approach by using reliable estimating techniques and realistic budgets to support informed decision-making throughout the project lifecycle. Cost estimation is the process of predicting the financial resources required to complete project activities, while budgeting involves consolidating those estimates into an approved financial plan that serves as the project's cost baseline. Together, these processes help ensure that sufficient resources are available to deliver project objectives while minimizing financial uncertainty and risk. The first step in applying effective cost estimation techniques is developing a clear understanding of the project scope. A well-defined scope identifies the work that must be completed and prevents inaccurate estimates caused by assumptions or incomplete requirements. Project managers often create a work breakdown structure, WBS, to divide the project into smaller, manageable work packages. Estimating costs at the work package level generally produces more accurate results because each activity can be assessed individually before the costs are combined into the overall project budget. PMBOK Registered identifies several estimation techniques that project managers can use depending on the project's complexity and the information available. Analogous estimating uses the costs of previous similar projects to estimate the current project and is useful during the early planning stages when limited information is available. Parametric estimating applies statistical relationships between historical data and project variables, such as estimating the cost of painting a building based on the cost per square meter. Bottom-up estimating calculates the cost of each individual activity before adding them together to produce the total project estimate. Although it requires more time and effort, bottom-up estimating generally provides the highest level of accuracy. Project managers may also use three-point estimating, which considers optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic cost scenarios to account for uncertainty and improve forecasting. Once reliable estimates have been developed, the next step is preparing the project budget. The project budget combines all estimated costs, including labor, equipment, materials, training, procurement, contingency reserves, and other project expenses. PMBOK Registered recommends including contingency reserves for identified risks, so that expected uncertainties can be managed without disrupting project execution. The approved budget becomes the cost baseline against which actual project performance is measured throughout the project lifecycle. For example, suppose a nonprofit organization is implementing a 6-month digital skills training program for unemployed youths in Lagos with a planned budget of 18 million. The project manager first develops a work breakdown structure covering trainer fees, laptops, internet services, venue rental, participant materials, monitoring, and administrative expenses. Historical data from previous training programs are used through analogous estimating. while quotations from suppliers provide current market prices for equipment and services. A contingency reserve is also included to cover possible increases in internet subscription costs or equipment repairs. This structured approach results in a realistic budget that adequately supports project implementation. In another scenario, a construction company plans to build a new office complex. The project manager uses bottom-up estimating by calculating the cost of excavation, foundation work, concrete, steel reinforcement, roofing, plumbing, electrical installations, and finishing separately. Supplier quotations and labor market rates are obtained before consolidating the estimates into the total project budget. During planning, a contingency reserve is added to accommodate possible fluctuations in the prices of cement and steel. Because the estimates are detailed and evidence-based, the organization is better prepared to manage costs throughout project execution. Applying appropriate cost estimation and budgeting techniques improves project planning by increasing estimate accuracy, reducing financial uncertainty, supporting resource allocation, and strengthening stakeholder confidence. Accurate budgets also make it easier to monitor project performance, justify funding requests, manage risks proactively, and deliver projects that achieve their intended value within approved financial limits. Effective project managers understand that careful planning before project execution significantly reduces the likelihood of costly surprises later in the project life cycle. Module 3. How to monitor project expenditures and compare actual costs against the approved budget. Monitoring project expenditures is a critical responsibility of every project manager because it ensures that the project remains financially healthy throughout its life cycle. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, cost performance should be measured continuously so that project teams can make informed decisions and deliver value while remaining within approved financial limits. Once a project budget has been approved, it becomes the cost baseline, which serves as the benchmark for measuring actual project spending. Monitoring expenditures involves recording every project expense, comparing it with the planned budget, identifying variances, and taking corrective action whenever necessary. The first step in monitoring project expenditures is establishing a reliable system for recording project costs. Every expense, including labor, materials, equipment, travel, procurement, and administrative costs, should be documented accurately and promptly. Financial records should be updated regularly using accounting software, spreadsheets, or project management information systems. Accurate financial records provide project managers with reliable information for analyzing project performance and ensuring accountability. Delayed or incomplete financial reporting can hide cost overruns until they become difficult to correct. Once expenditure data have been collected, project managers compare actual costs with the approved budget at regular intervals, such as weekly or monthly. This comparison helps determine whether the project is spending more or less than planned. PMBOK Registered recommends measuring project performance using objective data rather than assumptions. A positive variance may indicate that the project is spending less than expected, while a negative variance may signal cost overruns that require immediate attention. However, project managers should always investigate the reasons behind variances instead of assuming that lower spending automatically indicates good performance. In some cases, underspending may mean that important project activities are behind schedule. One of the most effective techniques recommended in project management is earned value management, EVM. EVM combines scope, schedule, and cost information to provide a comprehensive picture of project performance. It enables project managers to determine whether project spending is producing the expected progress. By comparing planned value, PV, earned value, EV, and actual cost, AC, project managers can identify whether the project is over budget, under budget, ahead of schedule, or behind schedule. These measurements support timely corrective actions and improve forecasting for the remainder of the project. For example, imagine a state government funding the renovation of a public secondary school with an approved budget of $95 million. After 3 months, financial reports show that $52 million has already been spent, even though only 40% of the renovation work has been completed. Through expenditure monitoring and earned value analysis, the project manager discovers that unexpected increases in material costs and inefficient contractor scheduling are causing the budget overrun. The manager renegotiates supplier contracts, improves work scheduling, and strengthens supervision of subcontractors. These corrective actions help control future spending and improve overall project performance. In another scenario, a technology company is developing an online customer service platform with a budget of $35 million. Monthly financial reviews reveal that software licensing expenses are lower than expected because the company successfully negotiated discounted subscription rates. However, testing activities are behind schedule due to insufficient technical staff. Although the project appears to be under budget, the project manager recognizes that delayed testing could increase future costs. Additional testers are assigned to maintain the project schedule while remaining within the approved budget. This demonstrates that budget monitoring must always be considered alongside project progress rather than focusing only on financial figures. Regular monitoring of project expenditures also improves communication with stakeholders. Sponsors, clients, and senior management rely on accurate financial reports to understand project performance and make strategic decisions. Clear reporting promotes transparency, strengthens stakeholder confidence, and supports timely approval of necessary budget adjustments through formal change control processes. Well-prepared financial reports also provide valuable lessons that improve cost estimation and budgeting in future projects. Ultimately, monitoring project expenditures is not simply about tracking money. It is about ensuring that every naira spent contributes to delivering project value. By maintaining accurate financial records, comparing actual costs against the approved budget, analyzing variances, using performance measurement techniques such as earned value management, and implementing timely corrective actions, project managers significantly improve the likelihood of completing projects successfully within their approved financial constraints. Module 4. Identifying and analyzing budget variances and recommending appropriate corrective actions. One of the most important responsibilities of a project manager is identifying and responding to budget variances before they threaten project success. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, project teams should continuously measure project performance, evaluate deviations from the approved plan, and take appropriate actions to keep the project aligned with its objectives. A budget variance is the difference between the approved project budget, or planned cost, and the actual amount spent. Variances can be either favorable, where the project spends less than planned, or unfavorable, where actual costs exceed the approved budget. Identifying these differences early enables project managers to make informed decisions and protect the project's value. The process begins with regular financial monitoring and comparison of actual project expenditures against the approved cost baseline. Financial reports, invoices, payroll records, procurement documents, and project management software provide the information needed to identify cost differences. However, simply detecting a variance is not enough. The project manager must determine why the variance occurred. Common causes include inaccurate cost estimates, changes in project scope, inflation, delays in procurement, poor resource utilization, fluctuating material prices, unexpected technical challenges, or inefficient project execution. Understanding the root cause ensures that corrective actions address the real problem instead of merely treating the symptoms. The PMBOK Registered Guide encourages project managers to use objective performance data when analyzing variances. Techniques such as variance analysis, trend analysis, forecasting, and earned value management, EVM, help determine whether a variance is temporary or likely to continue throughout the project. Root cause analysis is equally valuable because it helps identify underlying issues affecting project performance. For example, repeated cost overruns in procurement may indicate weaknesses in supplier management rather than isolated purchasing problems. Careful analysis enables project managers to implement targeted solutions that improve both current and future project performance. Once the causes of budget variances have been identified, appropriate corrective actions should be recommended and implemented through the project's governance and change control processes. Corrective actions may include improving resource allocation, renegotiating supplier contracts, reducing waste, revising work schedules, replacing inefficient processes, obtaining competitive quotations, or requesting formal approval for budget adjustments when justified. If project scope changes are responsible for increased costs, The project manager should follow the organization's change control procedures rather than making unauthorized financial decisions. PMBOK registered emphasizes that all corrective actions should support project objectives while maintaining stakeholder confidence and maximizing project value. For example, consider a nonprofit organization implementing a youth entrepreneurship program with an approved budget of $30 million. During the fourth month, financial reports reveal that training materials and venue costs have exceeded the budget by $2,500,000 because participant enrollment was significantly higher than expected. After analyzing the variance, the project manager determines that the increased costs resulted from the program's unexpected popularity rather than poor financial management. The manager negotiates discounted rates with suppliers, secures a larger venue at a reduced cost through a community partnership, and obtains stakeholder approval to reallocate funds from a lower priority activity. These corrective actions allow the program to continue successfully without compromising quality. In another scenario, a software company developing an inventory management system notices that contractor costs are rising rapidly. Investigation reveals that repeated software redesigns caused by unclear client requirements are increasing development hours. Instead of simply approving additional spending, the project manager organizes detailed requirement validation meetings with the client, strengthens scope management, and introduces stricter change approval procedures. These actions reduce unnecessary rework and help control future project costs. Effective variance management also improves organizational learning. By documenting the causes of budget variances and the effectiveness of corrective actions, organizations create valuable lessons learned that improve estimating accuracy, budgeting practices, and risk management in future projects. Consistent monitoring, careful analysis, and timely intervention enable project managers to maintain financial discipline, strengthen stakeholder trust, and increase the likelihood of delivering projects successfully within approved financial limits. Module 5. Understanding the role of forecasting and cost performance measurement in project success. Forecasting and cost performance measurement are essential practices in modern project management because they enable project managers to predict future financial outcomes and evaluate whether a project is progressing according to plan. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, project managers should continuously measure performance, evaluate trends, and adapt their plans to maximize value delivery. Rather than waiting until the end of a project to determine whether it stayed within budget, effective project managers regularly assess current financial performance and forecast future costs. This proactive approach allows organizations to make timely decisions, minimize financial risks, and improve the likelihood of project success. Forecasting is the process of estimating the future financial position of a project based on its current performance. As a project progresses, actual costs and work completed provide valuable information that helps project managers predict whether the project is likely to finish within the approved budget. Forecasts are updated regularly throughout the project lifecycle to reflect changing conditions such as inflation, resource availability, scope changes, or unexpected risks. Accurate forecasting enables management to anticipate funding needs, adjust project strategies, and make informed decisions before financial problems become critical. Cost performance measurement involves comparing actual project performance with the approved cost baseline to determine how efficiently project resources are being used. The PMBOK Registered Guide recommends using objective performance data to evaluate project health rather than relying on assumptions or opinions. One of the most widely used methods is Earned Value Management, EVM, which integrates project scope, schedule, and cost to provide a comprehensive picture of project performance. EVM uses measures such as planned value, PV, earned value, EV, and actual cost, AC, to determine whether a project is ahead of schedule, behind schedule, under budget, or over budget. These measurements also support the calculation of future cost forecasts, such as the estimate at completion, EAC, which predicts the total cost of the project if current performance trends continue. Forecasting and performance measurement help project managers detect financial problems early. For example, if project reports consistently show that actual costs are increasing faster than the value of completed work, the project manager can investigate the reasons, implement corrective actions, and revise forecasts accordingly. Without regular forecasting, organizations may continue spending resources without realizing that the project is unlikely to achieve its financial objectives. For example, consider a company constructing a new manufacturing warehouse with an approved budget of $450 million. Halfway through the project, earned value analysis reveals that construction costs are increasing due to rising steel prices and lower than expected labor productivity. Forecasting indicates that if current trends continue, the final project cost will exceed the approved budget by $35 million. Armed with this information, the project manager negotiates better supplier agreements, improves workforce scheduling, and identifies areas where operational efficiencies can reduce costs. Updated forecasts show that the anticipated budget overrun has been reduced significantly, allowing the project to remain financially viable. In another scenario, a technology company is implementing a cloud-based customer relationship management (CRM) system with an approved budget of $80 million. Monthly cost performance reports indicate that software customization is taking longer than expected. Forecasting predicts that the project may require additional funding unless productivity improves. The project manager responds by assigning more experienced developers to critical tasks, improving communication with the client, and eliminating unnecessary system modifications. As a result, project performance improves, and revised forecasts indicate that the project can be completed with only a minimal increase in cost. Ultimately, forecasting and cost performance measurement support informed decision-making, strengthen financial accountability, improve stakeholder confidence, and increase the likelihood of delivering projects successfully. By continuously evaluating financial performance and predicting future outcomes, project managers can respond proactively to challenges instead of reacting after significant budget problems have already occurred. These practices align with the PMBOK registered principle of delivering value through continuous monitoring, adaptability, and sound project governance. Module 6. How to manage budget changes using effective change control processes. Managing budget changes is a vital aspect of project management because very few projects are completed exactly as originally planned. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, change is a normal part of project delivery, and project managers should establish structured processes to evaluate, approve, and implement changes without compromising project objectives. Effective change control ensures that budget adjustments are made only after careful analysis, proper authorization, and consideration of their impact on project scope, schedule, quality, risks, and stakeholder expectations. Rather than allowing uncontrolled spending, a formal change control process maintains financial discipline while enabling the project to adapt to changing circumstances. Budget changes may occur for several reasons. These include changes in project scope requested by the client, unexpected increases in material or labor costs, new regulatory requirements, technological advancements, unforeseen risks, or changes in organizational priorities. While some budget changes are unavoidable, they should never be implemented informally. PMBOK Registered emphasizes that every proposed budget adjustment should be supported by sufficient evidence and documented through the project's integrated change control process. This approach ensures that all stakeholders understand the reasons for the change and its potential impact on project performance. The change control process typically begins when a need for a budget change is identified. The project manager prepares a formal change request describing the proposed adjustment, its justification, the estimated financial impact, and any effects on the project schedule, scope, quality, resources, or risks. The request is then reviewed by the appropriate decision-making authority, such as the project sponsor, project steering committee, or change control board, CCB. Only after approval should the project budget, cost baseline, and other project documents be updated. Unauthorized budget changes can result in financial confusion, inaccurate reporting, and loss of stakeholder confidence. Before approving a budget change, project managers should conduct an impact analysis. This involves evaluating how the proposed change will affect other aspects of the project. For example, increasing the project budget may also require extending the schedule, hiring additional staff, purchasing new equipment, or revising project risks. By assessing these interconnected effects, project managers ensure that decisions support the overall success of the project, rather than solving one problem while creating another. Consider a real-life example of a road construction project with an approved budget of $1.2 billion. During excavation, engineers discover unstable soil conditions that require additional foundation work to ensure the road's safety and durability. The project manager does not immediately authorize the extra spending. Instead, a formal change request is prepared, including engineering reports, revised cost estimates, risk assessments, and the impact on the project schedule. After reviewing the documentation, the project sponsor approves the budget adjustment, and the project baseline is updated. Because the change follows the established change control process, the project continues with transparency and accountability while meeting safety standards. In another scenario, a software development company is building an online payment platform with a budget of $65 million. Midway through development, the client requests additional security features to comply with newly introduced financial regulations. The project manager evaluates the impact on cost, schedule, and technical resources before submitting a formal change request. After approval, the additional budget is allocated, project timelines are adjusted, and stakeholders are informed of the revised plan. This structured approach prevents misunderstandings and ensures that the new requirements are delivered without disrupting project governance. Effective management of budget changes also strengthens communication among stakeholders. Regular updates on approved changes, revised budgets, and project forecasts help maintain trust and encourage informed decision-making. Documenting all approved and rejected changes creates valuable organizational knowledge that can improve budgeting, risk management, and project planning in future initiatives. By following a disciplined change control process, project managers can respond to changing conditions while protecting project value, maintaining financial accountability, and increasing the likelihood of delivering successful outcomes. Module 7. Communicating budget performance clearly to stakeholders through financial reports and project updates. Effective communication of budget performance is an essential responsibility of every project manager. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, project success depends not only on managing project costs, but also on ensuring that stakeholders receive timely, accurate, and meaningful information to support decision-making. Throughout the project lifecycle, stakeholders such as sponsors, clients, senior management, team members, and funding organizations need regular updates on the project's financial status. Clear communication builds trust, promotes transparency, supports accountability, and enables stakeholders to respond promptly to financial risks or opportunities. The foundation of effective budget communication is accurate financial reporting. Financial reports summarize how project funds have been used and compare actual expenditures with the approved budget or cost baseline. These reports may include information such as total budget, actual costs incurred, remaining budget, cost variances, forecasted final costs, and explanations for any significant financial changes. Rather than presenting only figures, project managers should explain what the numbers mean, why any variances have occurred, and what actions are being taken to maintain financial control. This helps stakeholders understand the project's financial health and make informed decisions. PMBOK Registered emphasizes that communication should be tailored to the needs of different stakeholders. Senior executives and project sponsors often require concise summary reports that highlight overall budget performance, major risks, and key decisions requiring approval. On the other hand, project team members and functional managers may require more detailed financial information to support day-to-day planning and resource management. Selecting the appropriate level of detail, communication format, and reporting frequency ensures that each stakeholder receives useful and relevant information without unnecessary complexity. Project updates should also include financial forecasts and performance measurements. Techniques such as earned value management, EVM, help communicate whether the project is performing within budget and whether current trends indicate possible future overruns or savings. Including forecasts such as the estimate at completion, EAC, allows stakeholders to understand the likely final project cost and prepare for any required adjustments. Presenting charts, graphs, dashboards, and simple visual summaries can make financial information easier to interpret, especially for stakeholders who are not financial specialists. For example, imagine a non-governmental organization implementing a rural healthcare project with an approved budget of $120 million. At the end of each month, the project manager prepares a financial report showing expenditure on medical equipment, staff training, transportation, and community outreach activities. The report also highlights that transportation costs are exceeding the planned budget because fuel prices have increased. Along with the report, the manager recommends optimizing travel schedules and partnering with local organizations to reduce transportation expenses. Because stakeholders receive timely and transparent updates, they approve the proposed cost-saving measures before the budget overrun becomes significant. In another scenario, a telecommunications company is installing fiber optic infrastructure across several cities with a budget of $850 million. During quarterly project review meetings, the project manager presents financial dashboards showing actual spending, cost performance indicators, forecasted completion costs, and explanations for procurement delays affecting project expenditure. Senior management uses this information to approve revised procurement strategies and additional supplier negotiations, enabling the project to remain financially sustainable while maintaining its implementation schedule. Effective communication also involves honesty and consistency. Project managers should report both positive and negative financial performance without concealing problems. Transparent reporting strengthens stakeholder confidence and encourages collaborative problem-solving. Maintaining regular communication through scheduled reports, progress meetings, dashboards, and status updates ensures that stakeholders remain informed throughout the project lifecycle. Proper documentation also provides valuable historical records that support audits, organizational learning, and improved budgeting practices for future projects. Ultimately, communicating budget performance clearly enables stakeholders to make informed decisions, respond quickly to financial risks, and maintain confidence in the project's management. By providing accurate financial reports, meaningful project updates, reliable forecasts, and timely explanations of budget performance, project managers support sound governance, strengthen accountability, and contribute significantly to overall project success. Module 8. How to apply PMBOK registered principles to maintain financial accountability while maximizing project value. Financial accountability is a cornerstone of successful project management. According to the PMBOK Registered Guide, 8th edition, project managers are responsible for ensuring that project resources are used efficiently, ethically, and in a manner that delivers maximum value to stakeholders. Financial accountability goes beyond simply staying within budget. It involves making informed decisions, maintaining transparency, complying with organizational governance, and ensuring that every expenditure contributes to achieving the project's intended outcomes. By applying PMBOK registered principles throughout the project lifecycle, project managers can balance prudent financial management with the delivery of sustainable value. One of the key PMBOK registered principles is stewardship, which requires project managers to act responsibly when managing project funds and other organizational resources. Stewardship involves maintaining accurate financial records, complying with organizational policies, preventing unnecessary expenditure, and ensuring that procurement and payment processes are conducted fairly and transparently. Project managers should also establish clear financial controls, such as approval limits, periodic budget reviews, and proper documentation of expenditures. These practices strengthen accountability and reduce the risk of fraud, financial mismanagement, or unauthorized spending. Another important principle is value delivery. PMBOK registered emphasizes that project success should be measured by the value delivered to stakeholders rather than by simply completing activities within budget. This means project managers should evaluate every financial decision based on whether it contributes to achieving the project's objectives and strategic goals. Sometimes, spending additional funds may generate significantly greater long-term benefits, while in other situations, reducing unnecessary costs improves overall project efficiency. Financial accountability, therefore, requires balancing cost control with the creation of lasting organizational and stakeholder value. Effective decision-making also depends on continuous performance measurement and risk management. Project managers should regularly monitor project costs, compare actual expenditures with the approved cost baseline, analyze budget variances, and update financial forecasts using techniques such as earned value management, EVM. When financial risks arise, They should be addressed proactively through corrective actions, change control processes, and stakeholder engagement. Maintaining open communication about financial performance helps stakeholders understand project progress and supports timely decision-making based on reliable information. For example, consider a government-funded rural electrification project with an approved budget of $2.5 billion. During implementation, the project manager identifies an opportunity to purchase higher-quality electrical equipment that costs slightly more than originally planned, but offers greater durability and lower maintenance costs over the next 15 years. Rather than rejecting the option because of the higher initial cost, the project manager performs a cost-benefit analysis, presents the findings to stakeholders, and obtains formal approval through the organization's change control process. Although the project budget increases slightly, the decision delivers greater long-term value and reduces future operational expenses. In another scenario, a healthcare organization is implementing an electronic medical record system with a budget of $180 million. Monthly financial reviews reveal that certain administrative activities are consuming more funds than expected without improving project outcomes. After analyzing the situation, the project manager streamlines administrative processes, reallocates resources to user training and cybersecurity, and updates stakeholders through regular financial reports. These decisions improve financial accountability by ensuring that project funds are directed toward activities that generate the greatest value for patients and healthcare professionals. Applying PMBOK registered principles also encourages organizations to document lessons learned throughout the project. Recording successful budgeting practices, financial challenges, corrective actions, and stakeholder feedback helps improve future project planning and strengthens organizational maturity. Continuous learning enables project teams to refine estimating techniques, improve governance processes, and make more effective financial decisions in subsequent projects. Ultimately, maintaining financial accountability while maximizing project value requires more than controlling costs. It involves ethical stewardship, sound governance, continuous monitoring, transparent communication, proactive risk management, and value-focused decision-making. By consistently applying PMBOK registered principles, project managers can ensure that every Naira invested contributes meaningfully to project objectives, stakeholder satisfaction, and long-term organizational success. We have now come to the end of this course. Thank you.